you can't see the game. What's up, guys? Welcome to the third round for the second week of 3v3 Grand Arena. How are you all doing? Hopefully everything is fine with every one of you. So, last Grand Arena, pretty good success. Yo, thank the Google Pictures. Always nice to see you here, my brother. Hopefully everything is good with you. Everything is just fine with me. And as I was saying, last Grand Arena was pretty good. We did end up getting the win, so we finally broke our losing streak because we were going on a 4 consecutive losses, so it was nice to finally get a dub. So quick review. He dropped a battle here on my Queen Amidala, and then he ended up dropping a 1 battle up against my Lord Vader, and I think he figured he couldn't full clear, and he would have lost anyway because we one-shotted everything except for his Great Mother's team. So 241 is still a very good score, even though we dropped 1 battle. And today's opponent is going to be none other than Sky Crusher from the guild Outer Sanctum with a legacy score pretty similar to mine. I think he has 100k more than me. If we look at the inventory, of course, this guy is also going to have everything, all of the characters in this game, at least when it comes to the Galactic Legends side. As for the newer characters, as for the Bad Batch team, he hasn't wailed on them, it looks like, and the same goes for CX2 and Aphra, so he probably takes a long way around when it comes to those guys. It's weird to see these types of characters at only gear 12 for this big of an account, but we will not complain, guys. And I accidentally pressed the wrong button, sorry. And let's just take a look at his ships, and for his ship size, it's literally everything, yeah. And maybe a little bit more of gear 12 ships here and there, but that's still pretty good, a little bit better than me. And as for Datacrons, pretty similar, at least for the newer set. On the older set, I think I have a little bit more than this guy. So let's take a look at what he has set on defense for us. And by the looks of it, I'm not gonna lie, it looks like it's a pretty easy defense. So for his top wall, we have Darth Trooper of Gideon. We have the Jedi Vanguard, we have Caloran Beck, no Jocasta, so we have Sun as well, Sonicron Dash, not Dash, Hondo, and veteran Smuggler Han. We have Malgus, Revan, and Malik, and we have a Rey. So you know me, I don't like that Sith Empire's team, because you can make 2 teams. That's really good. And for his bottom wall, we have Great Mothers, we have Jabba, Gungans, Balin, and we have a Fiend. Sorry, no Smuggler. Level 6, which is pretty good. I don't think I want to try. I'm not sure I want to try my Sidious over here again, because of the tank revive and a lot of extra armor penetration, so we have to wait and see if I want to use that over there. We will be starting this Grand Arena off by using Jedi Master Kenobi over here, then we'll follow that up with actually, before we start the attack, let's just go ahead and showcase my defense. So we did end up a little bit, change it up a little bit. So I ended up putting Leia down on defense because I scouted my opponent and he puts a pretty easy defense down, not gonna lie. So we went a little bit heavier on the defense side. This time I changed back to Jabbar with Chrysanthemum instead of with the Aphra split. So I hope he either brings a really good team or he struggles up against that, because from the data, it looks like he struggles up against these Jabba teams quite a lot, especially when they have a lot of health and tenacity. It doesn't look like his Lord Vader is strong enough to handle this type of team, so it looks like he normally brings in either JMK or Supreme Leader Karen, which is a good, it's a good sacrificial team. To take that out. And then we have, of course, Rey, Ben, and Ezra from my back wall. Pretty similar to last round. We have Lord Vader Apple, which is mainly the big team. So if he does go for this wall, he'll have big trouble taking out both Leia and Lord Vader. and then ships hard show at the end. So let's go ahead and start off this Grand Arena by taking care of this Java team. And I always find it annoying to face Javas, but hopefully today we can do pretty well. Let's go ahead and take this Kron right here and start it off with hopefully a full banner wing. So JMK, take it away. Yeah, everything's right. So no Omicron on that Chrysanthemum, which is really good for us. We can just go ahead and insta-kill him straight away. You can do that even though he has the if he has the Omicron, but it's, in my opinion, it's a lot easier doing it this way. So yeah, no extra tenacity or anything like that, no potency as well. So hopefully we can try and resist a few thermal detonators from Baushlea. Let's go ahead and kill her off, nice. And shouldn't take too long before we can finish this Chrysanthemum off, because there was no tank revive, anything like that, so I don't think this is gonna be a battle that takes too long. Let's go ahead and do a buff dispel, very nice. Pass it over to him and get into 100% ult, very nice. So far this is looking pretty simple. Hopefully we can leave this battle here pretty soon. And of course he healed up the team a little bit. Let's go ahead and keep passing this over to Jedi Kenobi, and down goes Chrysanthemum. Now we just need to deal with Java, and that can take a while sometimes. Hopefully we can start landing some locked heal immunities. That will be nice. Let's go ahead and give that to her. Let's see if we can get some bonus protection on her. And yeah, he's gonna snipe. He might snipe the banner off me. Yeah, unfortunately he sniped one banner off me, but all things considered that went pretty smoothly, which is a good thing. We don't want these battles to, we don't want any complications with these battles that we do right here. So last time against Great Mothers we used Darth Revan. We will use Darth Revan once again. This time there's gonna be no Omicron on Morgan Elspeth, so I think we can expect a one-shot. Although last time we ended up dropping a banner or a battle because they ended up killing off my Salbar super quick, and that might have to do with that my Salbar is only gear 12, and the same goes for my mission. So let's go ahead and give you the Salbacron, 100% defense, health, and crit chance. Should be pretty straightforward, especially now since there's no Omicron on Morgan Elspeth. So Darth Revan, you have your 2 minutes of spotlight. Go ahead and do this. So we'll get some fear. Let's see if we can get a death mark here. So this happened last time as well, so it's probably gonna be a let's see. Get some fear. Nice. Okay, so one shot over 52 banners. Not the greatest, but I think once we get those two guys to relics, we should be fine. Yeah, the Revan song. The AI was a little bit crazy when I made it. It always said Revan, it couldn't say Revan, so a little bit annoyed about that. Yo, Larison, what's up, brother? Welcome to stream. No, you're definitely not too late. We just got started with this Grand Arena. You haven't missed anything, to be honest. But since these teams are pretty straightforward, I can just go ahead and nuke them out, to be honest, because it's just way too easy. Nothing that's been crazy hard as of the last. I'm gonna say the first round was also pretty easy, but we ended up screwing that up because of me. What's up, Juan? Welcome to stream. I am doing fine. How are you?
I am free
Monster
from
Kenobi.
Vader.
So send in more.
Time to become the
This
ruler.
is always a little bit scary in the opening play, but we went first, which is always... I like when we go first. Now we're just gonna wait for a turn. So let's go all in on Jar Jar, I think. I think this might have been a misplay. Let's see, can we kill him off? Not quite. Yeah. Just when I got too cocky. Of course, we lose a freaking battle against the Gungans. Not good at all, not good at all, not good at all. So, Balin, I'm just gonna send in my Bane. Now I really have to think what I want to do here. Oh, that's not good at all. First time that happens, I don't know what complicated that actually. That really sucks. Now I think I need to waste my General Salute on that team. I think. Not waste, but I need to use them there because won't have anything else. Bane did fine. Question is, can Sidious handle this? The thing is, the armor pen is quite good on this team. I don't know. Yeah, they're physical damage, I think. So no, they're special damage. So they shouldn't matter. Oh no, they deal physical damage. Armor pen is actually pretty good for them. But Sidious might work actually. Gungans, crit damage, tenacity. Don't know if it was the right choice to go for Jar Jar, to be honest. Let's just make sure we get a Sidious solo. I'd be very mad having him sit out on the bench for the whole this matchup. The opening place is gonna be pretty scary. So yeah, they can't revive. Okay. I need to kill off Resistance Hero Finn. How are they healing so much? Oh shit. I knew this was gonna lose. I freaking knew it. Well, I said that this was gonna be an easy Grand Arena, and this just turned out to be an absolute mess. An absolute mess, I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be really messy from here on out. I need to do this. Maybe I should bring in Revan, I don't know. You know what now? This should be fine. I hope. I have Freya, but I need her for something else. Give it over to him. Nice. Just keep working down that generator. Get that off of you.
From the desert to the stars.
Give that to him. Nice. Okay.
A Jedi's heart, a warrior's might. bringing hope.
Give it over to him, I guess.
The light. Luke Skywalker.
I'm very annoyed about the way stuff has been going. The first battles. So we should have an insta-kill ready here in a second.
Galaxy savior. Living the dream.
Get over to Hoda. Let's do this. Try and get a few real blocks. Of course we couldn't. Heal up.
The force is strong.
Okay, and
Dark and pain. A legend reborn to break the chains.
get rid of the healing immunity.
The stars, his destiny.
Increase cooldowns. I think we can do that.
Luke Skywalker, who stands tall.
Oh my god. Get him. Nice.
Fighting through darkness with peace.
Stop stealing my banners.
Hope in his hand, a savior.
Insta-kill there. Yeah, we dropped a few banners there as well. Damn. Okay, so I had a feeling my series was actually gonna blow this one. I had a big feeling about that. And that's not good. I don't like that at all. Do not like that at all. I don't know what I want to use over here. That's not considered overkill. I don't know if gas even handles this, to be honest. I don't have much faith in gas when it comes to anything as of late. But we'll send him in here anyways. Let's see, let's just give you 25% turn meter. Give you a lot of extra goodies. And hopefully you can pull one through for once. Let's just save that one and let's start by increasing their cooldowns. Nice. And let's just do that now. Wide, thick fin. 2 more turns to air advantage. And we prevent revives, which is good. Let's just make sure he taunts for now. Don't want to get the savior just yet. And get rid of you. Of course not. Force. And this might kill him off. Perfect. So the tank revive is not gonna apply because gas prevents revives, but that was pretty bad, all things considered, because we dropped a lot of banners dropping those 2 battles there. And then for his back wall, of course, there's nothing too crazy. I already expected most of these stuff. I did not expect this though. This might be a problem. We'll have to wait and see when we get there. I'm glad we'll use Surround the Caravan, and all of these battles should be pretty easy to handle. Let's just move to the top wall for now and figure out what we want to be doing. So we can just start off by using Malicos and Starkiller over here, and I'm gonna give them my best armor penetration and critical damage cron, and hope to God that this works, because if it doesn't, we are in some trouble. So Starkiller, let's take it away. And today I'm actually speedrunning a little bit because it's Sunday and it's a little bit late, I'm not gonna lie, so I have to play a little bit faster than normal. So let's just go ahead and start by getting rid of those things. Nice, damage immunity. Let's just keep working over there on him. Okay, so I don't see why they should be surviving so much. Well, it's because of Cal, I forgot about that. So, nice, and hopefully this kills her off. Oh shit, the damage on Malakos is just way too much. Oh, the damage is so good on that team. That it's so freaking good. it's so broken. It's so freaking broken. Well, so no Queen Amidala. Yeah, that team does have a freaking nuke. So yeah, no Queen Amidala, which I'm pretty happy about. Don't need to use Treya on that. Then we can just go ahead and use Sith Eternal over here with Watt Tambor. I think should be more than enough. Where is Separatist there? Watt Tambor, and I can just go ahead and give you the Watt Tambor Kron. And this is gonna be pretty straightforward, I hope. You never know with Sith Eternal, but we should be good. And as I said, guys, we are speedrunning today. Not speedrunning, but we're playing it a little bit faster than normal. Just to make sure we get rid of the 2 tanks first. And then we can handle Revan a little bit later. Just go ahead and do this, get some protection. Just the basics. Keep cleansing yourself. And make sure we heal him up a little bit. Yeah, we had doubt. That sucked. Should be able to get rid of those 2 right here, and then we'll handle Revan. Bye bye. A little bit thicker than I thought it would. It's a Relic 9. And we have the locked shock, so it's not gonna gain any health and protection back. So let's see, this should be a 55, which is alright against the Malgus team. It's not super good, but it's not super bad either. So we took care of that. Now I need to think a little bit. Sana, I'm not too sure what we use over here. Sana, Hondo, Veteran Smuggler, Han. The Bearded Baron, what's up? I think I just mispronounced your your name so hard. Welcome to the stream, by the way. You're finally unlocking Lord Vader tonight. Thank you for all of the videos showing off how good he can actually be. I bought into the Lord Vader meme for too long. Yeah, I mean, even before the Clone Troopers, he was an amazing galactic legend, and he was getting a little bit too much hate for my liking. But I think it was just mainly because people didn't understand how to use him correctly, and hopefully thankfully we've built up a quite big community right now. That shows that even before the clones, that Lord Vader can do great stuff as long as you mod him and play him correctly. So yeah, congratulations once again, brother, and hopefully you get great use out of him. So when it comes to the Sana team, I think we will just be going to use Malgus. The Malgus team shouldn't really be any complications whatsoever. For this one I'll save for something, so let's go ahead and give you this. I don't think you need anything else. It shouldn't be really too much damage. The only problem we might have is if Hondo goes off for too long. Let's see. So there we go. Let's just see if we can take care of him right here, right now. Let's just keep the ability blocks. Okay, yeah, I didn't even land an ability block. So we don't have Good ability ready. Let's just make sure the debuff stays on. Nice, and put that on her. I feel like this might have been overkill. But yeah, it still worked. It still worked pretty well. Okay. Yeah, I can just put an auto from here on out. Should be a full banner win. But yeah, we really set us up to lose this Grand Arena with not one-shotting bottom wall. And he has a tank revive, which is very smart of him. I was thinking about using my what's their name? Radus over there, but now I might change it to Treya instead. Because down here this is a pretty simple wall. We'll use maybe I need to use Treya over there. I don't know what beats this, but we need to use the Premier Current for Ahsoka. I would prefer to use Gungans over here, but I think maybe Gungans can handle this. We'll use Reva on the Mon Mothma team. And then we'll probably use Stormtrooper Moff Gideon over here. But yeah, we still have Qui-Gon Jinn though. That team could probably nuke something out, I think. Question is though, what am I gonna use up against this team? I think maybe I just use Radus over here then, and then we'll use Treya on Darth Moff Gideon. The question is, I think Gungans actually can handle this because I don't know. I think Gungans should be able to handle this pretty well. Darth Moff Gideon, Supreme Liquor Ren, Reva, DTMG. We still have Jedi left. We still have Night Sisters left, so maybe actually we just want to do the Night Sister cheese over here. So let's just start off by doing the Sith fight. So you and you will bring in the health crown, the super health crown that I've acquired. Hopefully they should be able to beat this team. From the shadows, although they are only at Relic 3, all of them. Okay, that was a weird attack. So, let's go ahead and isolate him for now. Okay. Start increasing their cooldowns. No mercy, no love, no Jedi code. She's the shadow behind the throne. Every move. Probably should have just dispelled his buffs. The voice, the force forgot. They're the storm, they're the fire. They don't fall, they rise higher. Try to leave. Keep the isolate on DTMG. Increase cooldowns a bit. Say bye bye to him. Just keep the isolate over there. See you, buddy. Nice. Perfect. 57. That's awesome. That's awesome. So now, problem is not the problem really. The question is though, what are we using over here? I think Raditz should be able to handle this pretty fine. I do have the Datacron for them as well with Cassian at level 9, so I'd be very surprised if these guys fail. So I guess we can give it a go. We've already dropped 2 battles. What's one more? I guess we can go ahead and use the Leia song. I think that's the closest thing to Rebels we will come today. And because Leia is on defense, I think we can use it. So let's go ahead and see if we can probably shouldn't have done that. So it's all about just waiting to get to that ult. Yeah. See. Or actually, let's just go straight from Maze. I think it's gonna be pretty annoying. So we should. Oh, we just lost. Let's see, can we get a stun? Of course not. There was no tenacity, but still. We're gonna wait. And oh my god, they healed all the way back up. Nice. Just basic. Nice. So this should kill him off. Nice. And let's just take care of her when we have the chance. Nice. Finish her off. Perfect. And I think maybe now, yeah, he's gonna revive and be a little bit annoying, I think. Okay, he didn't. 57. Nice. So let's see what's hiding in the back wall for us today. Or rather the ships. So exactly as I anticipated, we have a Executor, Radis and a Negotiator to handle. So let's just go ahead and take care of this back wall. Let's just start off with the teams I know I want to use. So first order, you and Hux. That's what I like to use. A lot of armor penetration is always very nice to have. So, see, first order, what do we have you? Or Supreme Leader Kyler Ren. Let's go ahead and stun Aphra, make sure they not do anything crazy. So, start off by stunning him. And I guess we could just swarm over there. And this should kill her off. And we should reset. Let's just start swiping. And we should kill him off right there. Perfect. Now we just need to ramp a little bit. Get to ult. Pass it to him. Let's do a big poke. Start swiping. Fortunately, it's gonna be hard for us to recover our lost protection. So I'm gonna try and kill SWGoH before we lose too much protection and we lose too many banners. Do this. Landed the shot, just keep swiping. And this should kill off, nice. So a 53 just because we couldn't recover the banners, which is very unfortunate. I am not gonna lie. That's very unfortunate. So for this team, I've decided that we're gonna be using Darth Trooper of Gideon. And let's just bring in a buffs on a basic, I guess, some tenacity and critical damage offense. Very nice. I don't think I have anything else I would like to use. I think maybe Death Trooper could be more beneficial here than Scout. Because I don't have the... Well, you know what, let's just keep this. Yeah, let's just keep it. This should work. Keyword is should, so start the spell then. kinda want to... I want to kill Dash first, but let's just go for L3 since she is open. Nice, that's a big hit. Okay, thank you for all the turn meter. That's a big hit. And let's just see, can I... unfortunately not. Still 56 is still pretty good up against that team, so yeah, I don't want to use anything else than Inquisitors right here. I want to give you buffs on a basic as well if I have one. Damn, I think I've used all my best crons, so let's give extra critical damage, protection and offense. And I think this should be enough to kill these off. Normally when you have the buffs on the basics, they hit a lot harder. Hopefully... I think I'm actually gonna put torture on him. Let's just give this to her for now. So we have some... I absolutely hate this team. We need to kill off this guy ASAP. Okay, come on. Nice, okay. She is gonna revive. One more. Oh, damn. Kill her. Okay, we have a death mark on Luth, and then he's gonna bring him back and hold up. Let's don't let him get away. Let's just get some foresight. Nice, okay. GG's. Let's see, can I recover a little bit maybe? Doesn't look like it, so it's gonna be 54. Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. So now we have these two teams. So Qui-Gon Jinn, we can easily multi-shot it. I don't know what wins up against this team, to be honest. I have my Gungans left. I would like to try and use them. I have Night Sister. I don't know if I can Night Sister cheese this. Ignore taunt. And buffs, blah blah blah. I think I'm gonna send in my Gungans. And we'll have to wait and see if it works or not. Give them some extra critical damage. And pray to God, it's the first time I'm going up against this team. I don't know, we'll have to multi-shot it, I guess, if this doesn't work. Just start off by doing this. Nice. Let's start by doing a few AoEs. Okay. I need my boss snaps to come in here. Why are they going so hard on my generator? Okay. Get him. Okay, that's not good. So Yeah, should have known that. Damn. So we're gonna kill. I'm not too sure if I'm just gonna take the 2 shots, to be honest. I think I'm gonna be forced to take the 2 shot. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know if I should go for the win. I think if I continue going for the 1 shot, I think they'll end up reviving again. And I don't think I wanna take that risk. Man, oh man. I cannot kill off the summon. She's probably gonna revive. I don't know, actually, I don't know. If I go for the kill, I don't think I'll get... I won't get through it in 1 full sweep, unfortunately. Which is annoying. You already lost a lot of banners. You think that? I think I should just go for it. Because if... I don't think my opponent is gonna 1-shot my entire defense. Not gonna lie, I don't think... I don't think my opponent's gonna 1-shot my defense, but... this at least ensures us the full clear, because we'll take the basic, she will revive again, I think, yeah, because she resets her cooldowns, I think. Maybe she doesn't, I don't know. Let's just not take the chance on this one and make sure we get the full clear, because if we don't, as I said, we'll be in some trouble. I don't want to end up being in a situation where my opponent wins because I couldn't full clear his Aphra, so I'll take the dropped battle over here. The most annoying thing though is that Sidious didn't work up against Suri. I feel like Sidious Kron is very overrated unless you have crazy good mods on him, which I unfortunately don't have. Yeah, it's a safer choice there, to be honest. But as I said, yeah, Sidious, it's a little bit disappointing for me. He couldn't even beat a Suri team, which is very annoying, I'm not gonna lie. And then we had Maul for the first time ever lose up against the Gungan team, but sometimes that happens, especially when you only have Gear 12, Gar and Imperial Super Commando, so we have to... that's gonna happen sometimes. So we'll get through this, but it's not going to be as clean as we probably would have hoped. So let's just move down, take care of this team, and this can also be a banner stealing team. And I think what I'll be doing is I'm just going to send in my Jedi. I think I want to send in these fellas. And I would just love to have as much health as possible. So health, protection, critical damage. Let's just make sure we start off with 25% turn meter. So just stun, ability blocks, and all of that stuff, and hopefully we survive the AoE. Let's go ahead and make sure we do this. Stuns. Stun. Yep. Cleanse your cheeks. We survived. pass that over to him, and let's just make sure we get through these. I always hate this team because it's such a banner sniping team, unless you bring in Gungans, for example. Well, let's just see if we can leave with 54, 53. Yeah, that sucks. So a lot of teams that sniped banners of us, not gonna lie. So I think we can just go ahead and bring in our this team right here. You and you. Let's see, give you 25% Terminator, why not? You're not gonna start, but it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. This is the armor shred. These. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, she is actually really thick. So I'm. Oh shit. Okay. Well, I'm happy we did a 2-shot because I don't think we would have been able to get through this team otherwise. That's a really strong focused Datacron. So, moving on to the ships. Yeah, we dropped 1 battle up against the Gungans and 1 battle up against Sori. So, in total we dropped 3 battles. Let's just try and make sure we are very efficient going in to this wall right here. So, Executrix is gonna be, this battle is always a little bit more difficult once there is a Hound's Tooth in the starting lineup, but hopefully we can get it done. We've had good RNG the last few rounds. Let's see if we can have some good RNG today as well. So start by working a little bit over there on him. I think I always do this, right? Nice, that's exactly the RNG we were looking for. Now we need to survive a few hits. Here we're gonna get marked, I think. So let's make sure we get some TM. Luckily it's only a Relic 5 Hound's Tooth, so we might be able to push this through. Let's just keep hitting him. And Hound's Tooth is already gone. Unfortunately right now he brought on the Hound's Tooth as the first reinforcement, so we have to endure a few counter attacks. I'm just gonna bring in the TIE Bomber actually because I want to get rid of their buffs. Get some burning, that's always very nice. Let's go all in. Just make sure we get ability block over there. So today this went really easy. Not gonna lie, yeah, this was super easy. Which isn't always the case, and unfortunately he healed up, but we should be able to recover a few banners. Let's make sure you get full health. And yeah, that was very clean with this Executrix 68, which is normally a 66, so that was good RNG. Yeah, that was a really good fight, not gonna lie. Really good fight. So up against this team right here, we will be sending in our Profundity, finally getting some use out of this fleet. So we'll bring in the 1 reinforcement. You know what, let's just bring in 2 because it's a Marauder. We have to respect the Marauder, guys. Marauder is an exceptionally good ship. Just make sure we go all in on Anakin. Hope we can get a few assists. Yeah, we got a few. Nice. He went under stealth. Perfect, because now we can mark him with the Profundity ship. So let's go ahead and mark him and get him out ASAP. Just make sure we heal up a little bit, and this should seal the deal. Perfect. So I don't know. Yeah, they brought out Ahsoka first, which sometimes can complicate things a little bit. Let's just keep those two in there for the time being. I still don't have any use for them as of right now. Let's see if we can get a few counterattacks. Nice. Or assists, I should say. Okay, that was a big hit. Let's just bring in this guy. Let's see. Just make sure we do that. Oh, I thought I had a healing immune going. Okay. Let's get rid of the days. Yeah, let's just bring you in. And this is becoming a pretty annoying battle. Okay, let's just do that for now. We have our ult here in a second. Take away the negotiator. Let's just get some explosives. Bye. At least so I thought. Nice. Okay, let's try to steal my banners. This everyone has full banners, full health and protection, so hopefully it should be decent banners. 71, which isn't too bad. It's not bad at all, if we're gonna be honest. And for this ship we will just be bringing in the good Galactic Republic fleet of Negotiator. One reinforcement should be more than enough, as long as we kill off Ray's Millennium Falcon. We should be very good. And there we go. Nice. So super easy. Let's make sure we put you guys under stealth in case they want to do some massive damage. And let's bring you out, get some TM right here. And here comes the comeuppance in a second, I think. Let's just save the heal so we can heal up our Y-Wing after this onslaught he's about to endure. Just a bit sick. Almost got him. Nice. And this is why we saved the heal. Didn't do too much really. Didn't do a whole lot. Should be at least a 74, I think, though, which is still pretty good. Let's see if we can get him healed up a little bit more. Nice. Let's go ahead and do this, get rid of the buffs, and there we go. So this should be 76 even. So we got a lot of banners back on that one. And still with we were pretty far away from our score from the previous rounds in 1988. I'm very disappointed with that, especially since this was a super easy defense, not gonna lie. Things we struggled with, or we didn't really struggle. This was the first time these battles lost, so all up against Gungans, and then we had Sidious Kron fail because I think it was too much armor penetration and we couldn't really kill off the sides quick enough, which was Definitely not good, so we lost probably around 22 banners right there, 22 banners over there, so 44 in total. What does that equal? 92, so we would probably have 234 or something like that. If those two didn't fail. And then, yeah, this was the first time going up against the Aphra variant, and I didn't feel I had it quite with the Ganges. I was able to get through the sides pretty easily. But then I felt like I wouldn't be able to kill off Aphra, so this is a really good team, and I don't even think this guy has any Omicrons on his Aphra. Let's just take a look. He has one Omicron, so the Omicrons didn't show, and he has the Omicron on the leadership. But it's in 5v5, so yeah. Very surprised. She was, I'm not gonna lie guys, that was a really good team. That Aphra felt like it was gonna hold for a lot. I don't know how much extra defense they have, but it felt like it was quite a lot. And then for the ships, we did very well. I mean, we one-shotted everything. I think I already showed that this wall. This was also a pretty simple wall, one shots across the board, nothing too crazy. But 1988, it still indicates that we dropped a lot of banners on a lot of stuff, so 52 over there. And yeah, these two battles we dropped. Balin was Bane, Jabba was JMK, so that went smoothly as well. Aphra on Mothma 54 with Riva, Qui-Gon Jinn 53, Dash was a 57, and Glad was a 53 as well. So we dropped small banners here and there across the entirety of this Grand Arena, which I don't like. But then again, we set a pretty heavy defense, and this guy went pretty light. We have 4 GLs now, so we are already in a disadvantage when it comes to GLs, because he has Ahsoka, I don't. He has Balin, I don't. He has Bo-Katan, I don't. So that's 3 big teams that I'm missing, because if I had Balin and Galactic and Ahsoka, I would just throw them on defense as well with the things I already have, and I would be pretty certain that this is gonna be a win on this round. The question is though, he has 6 GLs. He had the Aphra Kron on defense, so he needs to throw a GL at this, unless he wants to try the Bam Cheese, which is I don't like it too much, I'm not gonna lie. So he needs to throw a GL over here. Night Season is not gonna work, so it's either gonna be Kenobi or Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Those are the 2 best counters. He also has Lord Vader, but then again we have a lot of tenacity, which is very anti-Lord Vader. And we have the Crescent and Omicron, so our opponent needs to throw Jedi Master Kenobi or Supreme Leader Kylo Ren at this. He could try Leia, but it's not as good in 3v3. For my Great Mothers, he has Revan on defense, so I think he needs to throw either Malicos or what's his name? Reva. Her name. So Malicos or Reva on this, which means he can't use Malicos over here. That basically ensures us he needs to use Leia or Supreme Leader Kylo Ren on my raid, because what else is gonna use over there? If he wants to use Reva, he needs to use Bane for my Queen Amidala, or he needs to use or he wants to try Traya, I don't know, but Bane is normally the go-to counter. So this wall is gonna take out a lot of teams from him. And with that said, then you have this wall. So you have Saw, Luton, and Captain Rex. Traya beats this okay. Reva sometimes can work. Bane is your safest bet, or Galactic Legend. And then you have Leia, which is either gonna be Leia or Bane or Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. That's literally the only 3 options my opponent has. And then, after all of that is said and done, you still need to go through a Lord Vader, Apple, and CX2 Omicron. So, our opponents, yeah, and then you also have this team, which can yeet out a few holes for us. So our opponent needs to play very good. He still needs to go through Leviathan and etc. This isn't as easy as it was for me because my punishing one is only at 6 stars. So the thing is, if you bring in the Executrix and they don't kill off one of the TIE fighters, this battle gets complicated really fast. So yeah, I don't want to say we have won this, but I feel like it's a good. We're in a good spot. We're in a pretty decent spot. Because I feel like these teams right here will get a hold. I think he might get stuck on my Lord Vader, maybe. It depends on what he has left and what he decides to not use on these teams. Because I don't think gas works against this Saw variant, because you have the Daze from Captain Rex. Trench can also be a little bit annoying, especially with the Trench, Datacon and all of that stuff. This is a banner stealing team. You have Leia. So yeah, my opponent is hopefully gonna struggle. Hopefully. But yeah, that was a pretty fast Grand Arena. And I hope all of you guys that watched this with me enjoyed it. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday when the next Grand Arena starts. But until then, have a great May the 4th, or now I think it might be Revenge of the 5th. So yeah guys, that's gonna be it for me. Have a good one. See y'all. Bye bye.